Aha, condition excellent. Let's refresh. Aha, okay, we're good. We're good here. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. Hello, cup of tea that I'm about to devour. And hello, Merle. Yes, good beast. Good, Merle. Yes, yes. Can you guys see the dog in the background? Probably not, eh? What if I do, there we go. Okay, let's go over some community management stuff. Um, YouTube Studio. Community. Let's look at the comments from some of the latest videos here. Yep. Checks out. That's not a PV server. That's what it looks like rolling up on someone that can't kill you. Dude was an NPC. It's survival of the fittest. Is that how you spell fittest? Fittest? Fittest in Azeroth. Survival of the fittest in Azeroth, sir. Yep, checks out. Reply, let's actually watch this again. Okay. 10 comments for that. Yep, checks out. And it's gonna be what checks out. How do you make debuffs appear on the debuff health bar? If you it's an add-on from Curse Forge. If you catch me live one day, if you catch me live, I'll show you my list of add-ons. There, it's dope. It's an add-on from CurseForge. If you catch me live, I'll show you my list of add-ons. PPC. Is that really it? Okay, go back to community. Oh, that's it? I thought I had more comments than that. Okay, let's check on the main channel then. Main YouTube channel. Let's get the tunes playing again. A matchstick also does the work. There's not much like substance to add to that. It's simple, unscrew and adjust. Okay, let's just start from the top. Am I prefer tea light. Cheers, mate. I'm just gonna say true. True. I'm level 36. He doesn't give me the quest. Might need to be a higher level, or so what's the outcome? Still having random issues. Unfortunately. I had to spell unfortunately correctly. Well, I spelled it so bad, the dictionary doesn't even know. Unfortunately. There we go. Still having random issues, unfortunately. Whoops, that should be a comma. Like that. It's simple, unscrew and adjust. Not there's not enough material. There's not enough movement in the arm. But I've since made it work. But I've made it work by, what am I doing? I've made it work by bending the bracket slightly, SLIGHTL slightly, and adding shims. I'm out of adjustments. RIP. You can get a bare bones keyboard with knob, $100 off with an additional $10 discount at the moment. It's like $199. Doesn't help me now. Hey, Mia, appreciate the follow. Thank you. Hey, what's up? We are going over YouTube comments right now on the 2 channels that I'm currently running. That's what's up with me. What's up with you? Then we're probably going to play some WoW. Or that 4-button game people call League of Legends. Doesn't help me now. Reply, like, and heart. Still having issues in 2025. And unfortunately is a weird word to spell. Still having issues in 2025, unfortunately. Don't waste people's time. 100% media keys and numpad. Media keys are a must. You need the JSON file. Here's an honest opinion. I'm also a gamer and business professional. Further, I'm high and heavy. How high is this guy? Further, I'm high and heavy. XL chair supports 100 kilograms, fairly easy to assemble. Price-wise, I don't find it expensive at all. They're much pricier ergonomic office chairs, so the price would not be an issue for a business professional at all. I brought the rubber wheels from Amazon. That is a good upgrade. For the Secret Labs chair, makes chair a bit high, but rolls even better. Oh. Cheap at all. I don't agree with cheapest, blah, blah, blah. Sure. That works. That works. What are you up to, Mia? What brings you onto Twitch today? Drivers. You comment in YouTube. How do I just like... I don't want to remove the comments. Sort by newest. I haven't responded. There's got to be a way to sort my YouTube comments based off of like haven't responded in a certain time frame. I do custom logos, banners, overlays, and more for streamers at very reasonable prices. Would you like to see? Or do you feel like custom logos, banners, and overlays have a place for creators in 2025? I'm curious to hear that from you. Are lots of people still using them? And I also have to ask, what don't you like about my my panels and my banners? I'm just curious to hear from you. I'm a designer myself. That's why I like this stuff. So I'm curious. Okay. Maybe not interested in at the moment. I'd just be curious to hear a bit more about your design philosophy and where you approach this sort of stuff. I'd be curious to hear from you. What would you like to? What do you think that would help help my channel? Do 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 do. What's gonna happen to this? Okay, I'll just take this stuff and sell it. Nothing, hey? Sometimes I do actually wonder if there's just bots that come in here. They'll be like, they say, hey, how are you? I do custom logos and banners. Are you interested? I'm curious if they are bots or not. I could try listing this stuff again, see what happens. Oh, what's my bank situation like?
Light be with you.
Okay, we got room in the old bank, that's for sure. A gold for one more slot.
Be careful.
And there we go. Did we just lose Mia? What would you like to change? Oh, I got Oni buff in my current setup. That's what I want to know. Do I need more mana potions? Ooh, these are expensive now. Should we try to bang out another half a level? Let's find an SM group. Yeah, let's fly to... Hey, what's going on, Jesse? I'm done the rank 11 grind. I think you probably saw my posts in Discord. I want to get my priest to 40 this weekend. Shouldn't be too hard. Eh, if you mean like literal flying, man, there's not a lot of good things happening with planes these days. You see that one that flipped over?
For the Alliance.
There, I can hop in Discord if you want to chat. I'm not sure what you're up to. Yeah, I have a friend, well, Cole right now, he's flying to Hawaii. Like, he's in the air right now. Yeah, good luck, I suppose, you know. I heard on the news that they are giving the passengers of that flight, like the Delta flight in Toronto, Pearson. Oh shoot, I can't remember if it was 30 or 60,000 each. Maybe it was just 30. But then they were basically trying to pay people off to prevent lawsuits, but then the lawsuits are still coming in. You're just doing more research on speakers. You know, it's like a map of Hawaii. AI. How do you spell Hawaii map? Fucking. It's like if you look at how small Hawaii is? I didn't realize how small these little islands are. Like, look at how tiny. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's going to uh was it Maui? This island? These islands are tiny. I thought Hawaii was way bigger. This is new to me. So I don't know how like the square kilometerage of these islands, but man, like well, I guess that's actually still pretty big when you look at it like this. But you're not gonna like run out of airstrip. But just like Hawaii is so small, and you've got all of this gap. You've got like 5 hours over the ocean where you just like fingers crossed, nothing happens. Well, I knew Hawaii was small. I just didn't know it was this small. Like just really tiny. What's this here? Doesn't look there's much inhabited here. You're surprised I didn't know that, eh? Oh, can't know everything. Yeah, with your speakers, man. I'm serious. I would be really, really cautious about buying a wireless speaker. And I know the technology could be good, like wireless tech is good, but I've had, well, I guess just one experience. I've had one like sound bar with a wireless sub like have interference issues, and I don't know, I would just hate for that to happen to $1,000 set of speakers. Yeah, sound bars can be cheap. You're right about that. This was just a cheap one from Costco. Yeah, I totally agree with you. The only reason why we had this one is because like we bought a Samsung TV, and then Samsung was giving, was I think it was like $50, 50 to like $150 off a soundbar. So we were like, almost like silly not to pick it up. Just like engines, there's no replacement for displacement. I'm sorry, but putting little like inch and a half like tweeters and speakers and all in a row. I am in Discord. You hop in Discord, man.
Okay. Yeah, my bad.
How are you today?
I'm alright, man. I'm alright. Just, yeah, I just doing a couple chores, reading about speakers and whatever else. And yeah, I mean, like it's probably to do with our older age, and like we come from an era where like wireless speakers were just getting introduced and they all sucked.
Mm-hmm.
They were all so bad. So I think that's like I've come to the conclusion with myself that that's probably the reason why I'm very hesitant about it. I mean, because I'm only looking at one wireless speaker, and that's the S3000 Pros. And I mean, from everything that I'm reading,
That's
everything
the
that I'm,
Edifier model.
yeah, yeah, which again, not a brand, not not necessarily that brand means anything in the speaker world, realistically speaking. I mean, there's some audiophiles that would probably like, like slap me for saying that, but realistically, man, like brands really don't matter in the speaker world. You know, I used to have some old school speakers because, my dad being a performer and whatever
Mm-hmm.
else, we had pretty nice hi-fi setups. Well, he had pretty decent hi-fi setups, and like I remember when he handed me down like one of his older sets or whatever, and I'm just trying to remember. It was a big brand, and he had like a Marantz um, receiver and everything, and like they sounded great. Like they were loud, like really loud, very clear, good sounding speakers, big ones, because obviously back in the day, like your bookshelves were not really bookshelf speakers.
Yeah,
They
yeah, I know what you mean.
like, but these things were loud and they were clear. Like they were definitely one of the better speakers like I've ever had. But out of all the brands of speakers that I've heard, they're all good. Like like most of them are pretty good. You, like I can see like differences in like the warmth of the speaker, the depth of the speaker, the loudness of the speaker. Like, yeah, of course. I mean, that to me that's just all wattage and hertz, like frequency ranges and shit like that, though.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that really turns me off about edifiers, they're not Japanese, they're Chinese. And I don't like I know the Japanese are pretty good with like speaker stuff,
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are.
but when I'm, like I was telling you, two buddies of well, like acquaintances, I'll call them acquaintances that I gamed with, they own these S3000 Pros and like they hype them up like pretty hard, man. And obviously my first gripe was, bro, those are wireless. Like I'm not trying to touch wireless, and
Mm-hmm.
um he had mentioned to me that, yeah, they're wireless, but he's never had any issues. Like both of them obviously are telling me this. They've never had any issues, like no dropouts. There's like a couple of seconds when you first fire them up for them to like pair and then like obviously get going. Which, okay, I'm cool with that, but the other thing is like sound quality, man. Like I'm used to XLR balance inputs, quarter balanced inputs from TSR cables. Like I'm used to the real thing is how I'm gonna call it. Like the real thing is back in the day we used to hook all this stuff up with XLR or quarter inch balance TSR inputs. And like the worst of it would be RCAs, which are like really not even the worst. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're actually pretty good still,
Was that kind
so
of the introduction of hi-fi systems back in the day then?
what?
Well, what you're talking about with a type of connection.
Yeah, like back in the day it was RCA from like what I remember. My really old setup was RCA with the Marantz and everything like that. But then I remember the Wharfdales having XLRs. Like he had I'm pretty sure it was like XLRs, and they were like powered Wharfdales too. And I can't find anything like that for some reason. Like it's almost like those speakers didn't exist, or maybe I'm just remembering them the wrong way. I could be remembering them the wrong way, but I do remember XLR cables going from them speakers to an amp. So you know,
Hmm.
the other thing too is like he had PAs as well, which are like an entirely different kind of like thing on its own. And like the way I look at PAs is like PAs are stage speakers.
Yeah, I don't know
Um,
much about PA systems.
yeah, and I'm thinking maybe they were PAs, but I also don't think, from what, the little research that I've done, anyways, I don't think Wharfdale did PAs. I could be wrong.
Okay,
I'm
did
not
you
sure
see
what
the
that.
Polk Audio bookshelf speakers I sent you? Like these sound beautiful. You can
Oh no,
listen.
never mind. They did do PA speakers. I'm tripping out. Yeah, so he had a set of like Wharfdale PAs. Big bastards though. They were like 18-inch woofers on them.
Oh,
And I'm pretty sure those things were XLR and all that other crap. Like I looked into doing a hi-fi stereo system, bro. Okay, the stereo, like I was telling you this, the stereo system that I wanted to do originally was Wharfdale Linton 85s. I wanted to rock those, but then I started immediately, like without even buying them, getting buyer's remorse because I'm like, I don't want any more clutter in my area. I want to keep a very minimalistic like area because I don't like when there's clutter and stuff. So I really do not want an amp. I really
oh,
don't
right.
want
Okay.
all this extra equipment, but I just know that like the Wharfdale Linton 85s, like you buy those and like those are you're gonna have a hard time really wanting to upgrade from something like that unless you're willing to fucking spend, seven, eight, nine, $10,000.
Yeah.
And you're an audiophile who can truly appreciate that. And I'm not an audiophile who could truly appreciate that kind of um, money spent on a speaker. You know what I'm saying?
I know there's a point of diminishing returns where our ears just will not hear anything better. Yeah.
Well, I don't think like that's I
Well,
well
especially when you're talking about some digital media, like watching shit off YouTube and listening to music. Like I don't think
Yeah,
that you're
yeah,
gonna.
like that's kind of where I'm at, and it's like audiophiles do thing in an entirely different way, and most audiophiles, they're listening for particular things, very, very detailed, sounds that come out of speakers. Like they're just on a whole different level of like what really gets them off with sound. They're on a
Mm-hmm.
whole different level, and I'm not on that level, so it like for me it would be a waste of money, and you know, to be quite frank, like it's a little bit disrespectful to the audiophile world to, not that I, you know, not that this is a major concern of mine, I'm just putting it out there that it's like, to me it's a little disrespectful to the audiophiles of the world, when you go and you buy a speaker and you can't really appreciate that speaker for what it is.
Yeah, I can see
So
that. Yeah.
yeah, just keeping a little awareness there as well, right? Not
Mm-hmm.
that that would like really hinder me from buying it. I think it just really came down to, okay, if I go this way, this is going to cost me $3,000 to $3,500, which
That's too
no big
much.
deal
Yeah.
if I get what I want out of it. But at the same time, it's like maybe that's a little bit too much speaker. Maybe I don't need that because I'm really not looking for anything that's going to like pound my house. You know, I'm not looking for that at all. I really want to try and avoid a subwoofer. So all this being said, Derek, what I've seen and what I've heard about the Edifier S3000 Pro, this seems like exactly the speaker that I want. But at the same time, it's like I'm just researching everything else because Edifier, to me, it's not a brand I'm familiar with. You know, as much as I say I don't really care about brands of speakers because I feel like
It's too unknown.
brands for
It
speakers,
feels like an
whatever.
Amazon brand, in my opinion.
It's not though, from what I've read.
Hmm.
It's not. Actually, so what I found out about Edifier for how we'll call them speaker enthusiasts, and the audiophiles of that crowd. So I've read on some AV forums and things like this, and from what I'm finding out from them is Edifier has always been looked at as a PC speaker, not a hi-fi speaker, not a studio monitor, but a PC speaker. They classify it as a PC speaker. And PC speakers, again, coming from our era,
Mm-hmm.
PC speakers suck ass. Like, they're truly the only type of speaker where I'll say, yeah, those speakers, they suck ass. They
Yeah,
do
like
suck ass.
basically everything you buy from like Logitech and Cyber Acoustic. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like,
trash.
so the only PC speaker I ever owned, actually, I want to say this, is it was a Logitech PHX, like a Z690 or some crap. Like, it was their highest high end back in our day when they first launched, like the big 5.1 with the big 10-inch sub and everything like that. Like, it was like the system for PCs, and like a lot of home theater guys actually were like getting into the, oh, these are THX, and they would buy them and they would install these Logitech speakers into their home theaters.
Yeah.
And that's probably the best PC system that I ever had, but man, was it ever a clutter fuck, bro. It was like, it's just clutter. It's just unnecessary clutter. And like the sound quality was good if you're into boomy bass. Like that thing would, I remember one of my buddies and I, when we were in high school, we took the subwoofer from that system and we put it in his car, man. We literally put it in his car because that subwoofer was so like, it was so crazy, dude. Like, it was definitely the craziest subwoofer that I ever came across in a PC system. So we took that out and we put it in his car. But I don't want to go that route. I don't want the 5.1. I don't even want a 2.1. I would prefer to just have a 2.0 quality stereo setup. And the other thing too is like when I'm looking at these bookshelves, man, I'm seeing like the JBL 4305Ps. Okay, the JBL 4305Ps
Okay, let's look
offer,
these up.
yeah, look them up. They offer,
JBL 45 what?
no, 43, JBL
43
4305
P.
Ps.
P for powered. Okay.
Yeah. And these speakers here, I considered them because they're on sale for $1,000 off right now. And
Ooh, those look nice.
and the reason why I considered them was because they have sub outputs. Each speaker has its own sub output, and you can run a dual subwoofer setup off of those speakers if you wanted to.
That sounds way
But
better than the Edifier. Okay. But there's a but.
it does, but here's the trade-off, right? Those things are way more expensive. Okay, the Edifiers, if they go on sale, like you were showing me on the chart, I can get them for around 900. It's looking like.
Mm-hmm.
Their MSRP is 1,200 bucks, but they're around 900. Those are $2,000. But the drawback for the Edifiers is there's no sub out. on either of the speakers. So
Hmm.
you'd have to get like a bunch of like you'd have to get a DAC and like all this stuff, you know, to like
Yeah,
deal with the
a
subwoofers if you wanted
crossover
to
and
add a
shit like
sub.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but as I said, sub isn't necessarily important to me at all because I really would like to do without the sub. I don't want to have a sub. And what is really enticing about these S3000 Pros, the main thing that keeps bringing me back to them, hearing the sound tests on them, bro, is so gnarly. It's like there's 15-inch subs in these speakers. They go down to 38 hertz, and some people have tuned them down to 33 hertz to
Hmm.
like really push them. But that's now you're getting back into amplification and all that other crap. But like these speakers sound like subs. Like
They got that
if you
much
go and
punch to them. I'd say that's the way
yeah,
those 6.5 inch, like those pokes I sent you, the ES20s, they sound like they have subs in them. They're insane.
really.
Yeah, I've listened to them at Visions before. They used to be a Poke Audio dealer. I haven't been there in quite a
Are
few
they are
years.
they are they powered though, or
They're
do you
not.
need a?
You need an amp, and I said that to you, and then like seconds later, you're like, I want something simple without an amp. So, I mean, you could always mount an amp under your desk and then just like never touch it. You know,
Yeah,
that's that.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
No
that's
touch.
probably the route that I will end up going, is getting a something flush mount that I can put underneath my desk. Um,
Yeah, I've
yeah.
thought about it, you know, because I can always just get. I don't even have to mount it to my desk. You can buy really nice. You can buy really nice like under desk tables that would like house all that. But it's just more cabling, more wiring, more crap that I don't want. But at the same time, it's like if you want a true hi-fi setup, I would say that is like the way to go. But these S3000s, man, they sound incredible. Like they sound like they're worth 1,200 bucks. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna buy them for 1,200 bucks just because if I can
No,
get,
no.
I'll always go for sales before I pay MSRP. Hell, you're getting, in a lot of cases, you get ripped off even when it's on sale too. But these things are they sound like you could buy them for 1,200 and be extremely happy with what you get. You know, who's Mia Rose? Is that do you know her or
Oh,
him?
I don't know. That's like every time, I shouldn't say every time, like 50% of the time when I turn on my screen, I think that there's just like sales bots that pop into the channel because this person isn't even talking to me. They're just like, it's like, this is like a sequence I've noticed. They say, "Hey, how's it going? I do custom logos and graphic design. Are you interested?" And then you try talking to them and then they don't even answer to you. They just like try to add you on Discord. So they're either like they either lack some business and sales skills or they're just bots that are trying to get, send you links on Discord. I don't know this person. I think they're just mistaken something. I was
Yeah, if
trying to
they're not
ask them
talking to you, then
something.
it's obviously not a real person.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think. So
Strange. But yeah, man, so that's kind of where I'm at the moment, and I'm scouring the web for even more on the edifiers. That's again, I'm doing my homework, my just homeworks, because you know we got Zeos too. Like, hold on, maybe I can link you this guy's video. Like, I think I'm gonna try and find that short to send to you. You know, and the other thing too is like everybody that I've reached out to and asked about build quality of these speakers, like apparently these speakers, each one weighs like 50 pounds. And then on top of it, like the build quality from what my gamer buddies there have told me, they said they're solid, man. Like they're built very well. It's actual real wood. It's not like vinyl. It's not like vinyl wrapped whatever. Like
like a veneer, yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's like real stuff. So, which you would expect if you're gonna spend that much for a speaker. Like, yeah, of course, I would expect that. But listen to this, and like if you have your headset on.
Yeah. Let's see this here.
That sounds good, right?
Yeah, I mean, just picking it up from like whatever a camera microphone, like you've got some range there. You've got some highs, you've got your lows. Yeah, like it sounds good from like from a cell phone camera recording. Yes.
Yeah, and then here's another one. And then I'll show you the tests with like actual mics where the guy sets up like an actual mic. He's the guy that I'm finding out pretty quickly, like the guy you wanna.
The speakers look big. Like I know they're 6.5 inch.
I need them to be big.
Yeah.
I want them to be bigger than that. If they could be bigger than that, it'd be great.
Does this guy have a? Oh no, I was looking at the video you sent. It almost looks like that's an amp on his desk, but I know the speakers are powered, so.
No. These, yeah, they're just powered. I actually gotta measure these stands. I think they're just.
He's got his vape just chilling there.
Just under. That's all right though.
I like the way those JBLs look. Those are sick, dude.
Yeah, I like the way those JBLs look too. They do look nice. There's a lot of people hating on them, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like everywhere I go, it's people just hating on the looks of them. I don't know how people can hate on the look of those, but like, yeah, I think they look great. The one thing though is that they are 5.25, so you're not gonna get that bass. You're gonna have to run subwoofers with them.
I don't know. It's just it's the wireless, man. I'm trying to move away from wireless stuff. Like I'm old. Like I don't love it.
Yeah, I know, man. I know that's the real toss up here.
Like, do you want to spend $1,000 on these? So sure, even 800 or 900, and then in like 4 or 5 years, you start having connection issues. Like if you buy a pair of wired speakers, they will last you for the rest of your life, unless you blow them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm a big fan of buying things for life.
So am I. But again, like everybody is telling me that those edifiers are built absolutely solid. Like they're also a lifetime speaker. But again, I'm right there with you, bro. It's like the wireless technology, bro. Like, can I trust it? Like I get it. Like the tech is come a long way and whatever else. But the moment something goes wrong in there, God forbid, then those are just $900, $1,200 paperweight.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'd be hesitant.
The other thing too is I am a big JBL fan because, especially when you're buying their higher end stuff because, it's Japanese manufactured, they have a history in this. Edifier's 20 plus years in the game so far, but it's just something that I guess like I have to consider that. The JBLs, like I said, it does get a lot more expensive. Like it's not just $2,000 for those things. It's literally $2,000 plus what the subwoofers are going to cost you. You'll need at least one, but you can run two. And I've definitely considered that as a setup as well. Is doing the JBLs on some stands with 2 subwoofers, but now I'm getting away from what I would actually like to do, which is just have 2 bookshelf speakers off right and left from me and just have them do their thing, I think I might even be overthinking I'll say we might be overthinking the wireless stuff these days, but I mean, I feel like we have enough experience in wireless to be a little bit cautious about it.
Yeah, would you buy a drive-by wire car?
A what?
Like you do that. The term is like fly-by-wire car, like a car that has no, like your car has a steering column, right? You have a mechanical connection between your steering wheel and your steering rack. But many modern vehicles, it's all wireless steering that uses just a position sensor and electric motors. There's no mechanical connection between your steering wheel and the road. And like, you want something that's going to aid you? That terrifies me, to be honest. Like, what happens if there's a glitch?
Yeah, well put, man. That's why I'm happy with the vehicles I have, Derek.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, like
I mean, chances are you'll never find a truck like that. Like, I'm just willing to bet no. But like, I'm like, you're gonna see so many passenger cars and just like disposable cars, like Corollas and Civics that all fly by wire. And then what are you gonna do? You're gonna go over a really bad pothole one day, and then you're gonna lose your steering, steering control module connection lost.
hmm yeah, that would be, wouldn't that be the day, hey? How was the accident caused? Well, you know, the position sensor in my car. I couldn't steer, man. I lost all steering, lost all sense of left and right. What is
Hmm.
left and right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, would I buy one? That's a car, man. Like, it's totally different.
But
But
again, I know it's different, but it's like the same theory of like the wireless speaker, right? There's probably millions of vehicles on the road that are fly by wire. Well, all Teslas
I
are
just
drive
feel
by
like if
wire.
yeah, I mean, I just feel like if the wireless was really that big of a deal, these things would be getting a terrible review, and most most of the reviews are hella positive, like very positive. Um, yeah, I mean, I just feel like they would have
Writing
a
killer
nasty
script.
rap if the wireless was, you know, crap.
And there's no way to force wire them. Is there like any hacks? Did you go on Reddit and see if
Well,
anyone
no,
is?
there like you the wireless part that I'm talking about, Derek, is the left and right speaker. So the right speaker doesn't connect to the left speaker. It's all done through a wireless pairing transmission. It's done through Bluetooth,
So it
right?
just plugs through the wall and that's it.
Both speakers plug into the wall.
And then one speaker plugs into your computer.
That's it.
Yeah.
And literally the wireless part that I'm concerned about is left and right. How come I can't wire my right speaker, which is the main speaker, to my left speaker? Why can't I do that? Why, like, I just feel like that was a crazy oversight for a speaker that costs $1,200. Like, I get that you're all in on the wireless and whatever else. I mean, the feature is there if we want to use it, but if we want to wire the speakers together, I don't see why you wouldn't give us that option to do that for the money that you're asking. You know, and the other thing too is, like, why is there no sub out on the back of the speaker? You know, like, again, like $1,200, man, for this set. Like, that those two things right there should be automatic.
I know.
You know, why do you have it that the S2000s can be paired together wired with a wire, but your S3000 flagship model can't do that? That makes no sense to me, man. I just don't understand why they would engineer it like that. But, you know, again, there's a few pros here. The pro is the sound quality that you're getting from them. The fact that they're literally not, $1,100 cheaper than the JBLs, and I don't have to deal with all the cables. So I'm really trying to just sell myself on that. They also come with, you can get matching stands for them, which is nice. And the matching stands are actually pretty nice too. They're all wood as well. No cheap crap. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. And then what was the other? Oh yeah, I was looking at Fluence or whatever, because it's Canadian. The AI60
Well, I didn't know
set.
Fluence was a Canadian company.
Fluence, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they started as a Canadian company. Let me Google it.
What's the model that you're looking at?
I'm looking at the AI60s.
AI60.
Yeah, Fluence is a Canadian-based audio company that designs and manufactures home audio.
Well, that's kind of cool that they're from Canada.
Yeah. Well, I was considering those, but I'm not a big fan of. I'm not really a big fan of the look of them.
But are they wired like together?
I believe you can wire these ones together. Yes.
Hmm. I don't know. I think these look all right. Like they don't look ugly. They could definitely look better, but
They don't look as nice as those S3000s, in my opinion.
no,
Also
they
smaller.
yeah.
But yeah, Edifier is starting to really make a name for itself, like over the last like 5 years, from what audiophile people on the AV forums have been saying, is like they are dropping some pretty nice speakers within the last 5 years. But before that, they were really mainly just doing like PC speakers. So obviously, you know, when it comes to PC speakers, they're not trying to big any kind of PC speaker up. That's just not what they're into. Because
Hmm.
again, a lot of PC speakers are just garbage. But I watched that Zeos guy or Zeos guy um, review them, and he loves them. Like I mean, he talks up a lot of the speakers that he tests and whatever else, but he makes some pretty good points about the speaker.
Well, in the case of like, I'm quite sure that Edifier isn't like screwing people over, like, you know, and making bad products. But it's, I guess, like my point around like they haven't been around for 50, 60 years to really test. But I guess if you don't, if you loved them so much that if they stopped working, if the wireless was all, you know, screwy in 10 years, I mean, would you feel bad buying another pair?
Um,
Ask yourself that question then.
yeah, so I have asked myself those questions already. Like, I basically, like, if I could get 10 years out of these, I think I'd be happy. Anything less than 10 years out of them, I'd be disappointed. I would take that as a lesson learned and never ever touch tech tech speakers like that ever again. I think
Hmm.
at that point, it's like I have to really like be honest with myself and be like, okay, like maybe I just pull the trigger and I get what I really want, which would be a set of Wharfdale Linton 85s, and then I do some research to see what amps would be ideal to power those bad boys. But those bad boys are so overkill, man. Like I'm not even joking. Like those things would be incredibly loud, and I
Ooh,
don't.
I never heard of this
Not that I
brown wolfdale before, but these look sick.
what Wharfdales?
Yeah.
You've never heard of Wharfdale, bro?
No, I haven't.
Man, Wharfdale is like they're really good. They're also they're made in China as well though, right? So it's like you kind of gotta everything is like, you know, it's we can sit here and hate on like made in China all we want, but at the end of the day, like so much of our stuff, man, is made in China, you know?
Yeah, I care less about. I mean, Poke Audio is a German company. Um,
Yeah.
I care less, I guess, about where it's made because I mean, even Poke is probably made in like
Yeah,
some,
they probably got some speakers that are made in China, and
yeah, or
maybe not their
Taiwan or something
flagships,
like
but
this. Yeah.
yeah, those Lintons, I mean, they're not the heritage. The heritage Wharfdales will probably be made somewhere in the UK, but the Linton 85s, I'm pretty sure those bad boys are manufactured in China. But they are a nice speaker. They're definitely overkill for what I would be after necessarily, but they would be a great speaker. Wharfdale's been a high end, well, maybe not high end to like audiophiles, but on a consumer note, like your mainstream consumer note, they've been considered a very high end speaker. They're not cheap either. Like for a set of those Lintons with stands, you're looking at around probably 3 grand just for the speakers, and then your amp is going to cost you anywhere between probably 700 to a grand for to power them, and then you're going to want some decent cabling and all that other stuff, you know, that comes on. You're looking at about probably 5K to get those things up and running like correctly. Could you cheap out and go a way cheaper amp or buy something used? Sure, but I'm not gonna do that. But that's why I'm spending so much time researching all this stuff, because I want to make sure that the decision that I make, you know, it might not be for a lifetime that I have, the edifiers. But like I said, even if I can have them for 10 years, 10 years at let's say I get them on sale for the $900. 10 years for 900 is not that bad.
Yeah, like $8 a month for 10
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
And again, it's not like I'm looking to run these puppies loud and push them and all that kind of stuff. I just want good sound when I'm listening to music, and I don't want to rock my headphones all the time anymore. I'm kind of just getting sick of the headphone thing. I don't,
Yeah, I don't
headphones.
mind headphones. I'm curious to try some like in IEMs, like in-ear monitors.
What?
That's what they call them, IEMs. It's like I don't know. Like I said, I've never tried them before. I'm just curious what they're like. There's brands that make them that are a few thousand, like literally in like earbuds for like $2,000 or like $50. But you've never heard of IEMs?
I've heard of earbuds, and that's looking like what these things are. They're just earbuds.
No, Audio 64. You want to talk about some of the like these are thousands of dollars here. I'll send you this on Discord. Like professional Tarkov players and Call of Duty players. I mean, there might very well might be some Apex players as well. Like they use these, and I think they sell them that are there we go, like $1,400 to $2,500 earbuds. Yeah, $3,500.
Yeah, that's insane. Oh man, I'd have to do some research on this stuff to even see if it's really worth it. The other thing too with earbuds that most people overlook is tinnitus or whatever, tinnitus. You don't really want to be blasting music in your ears from an earbud. That's definitely a good way to go deaf pretty early on in your life.
Yeah.
I really don't know how good these. I don't know. I don't know what the driving force behind the marketing and all that kind of stuff is. I'm not going to stand here and say they're not worth the money. I don't know, but I'm going to lean towards that for now.
Yeah, they could just be the hype. Not too sure. I mean, a lot of
I just
like
wouldn't
even
spend that money on earbuds, man.
yeah, no
There's no way.
fair. I wouldn't. I'd much rather have a set of speakers like too. Yeah.
Yeah. There's just no way. You wouldn't catch me, even if I had multi-millions of dollars, man. I would not buy that crap. So that's gonna be off the table for me. Can't buy into that. But I could see the curiosity in wanting to hear them. I would go to like a CES one of these years, Derek, and then just go and listen to them there and see if they're really all that. Chances are they probably sound very good, but not $3,000 good. Especially if you know what a $3,000 hi-fi system gets you.
Yeah, I know. Also, like musicians use them too. Like Taylor Swift and well, I mean, that's just a big name. But yeah, like
They
they're
get them for free though.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you're right.
Are they actually actively buying these and using them? That's the better question. That's like looking at a hockey player and being like, oh, he's got a Warrior, composite stick, whatever, da da da. It's like, and then you go to the store and that stick is $450, and you're like, but I gotta have it, man, because Nikita Kucherov uses one. Oh, okay, cool, and then you get the stick and you realize, oh fuck, it's really like not even really worth that. $450 I paid for this. That's wild. And then Nikita Kucherov will get in an interview and they ask him, about the stick, and he says, yeah, I get sticks for free, man. He's like, that's fine. He's like, I'm fine with an old Sherwood wood stick, man. He's like, I don't need this stuff. He's like, but they give them to us for free.
Yeah,
So
you're
I'll
right.
use it.
You're right. Probably is just all marketing.
A lot of stuff everything is marketing, but it's up to us to be informed consumers so that we make the best decision both financially and on the item that you're buying that works and makes sense for you. Like, that's why I get right into it with guys on monitor technology, gaming monitor technology and stuff like that. It's like a lot of that shit, man, is just marketed to you guys so that you go and spend your hard-earned money on it, you know, and you think you're getting this crazy, you know, advanced upgrade, and it's going to make your gaming experience that much better. And for some people it does, you know. I'm not going to say not, you know.
But there's a point of diminishing returns for like 90% of people.
Yeah, it's massive diminishing returns in the gaming industry for a lot of the little things that you buy for your computer peripherals, man. You know, I mean, even keyboards and mice these days, man, are just kind of a little bit out of pocket, man, with how they market them. And I mean, you got certain certain mouse manufacturers, man, where they're doing all these crazy things. What's that one mouse? The Glorious O? Have you seen that? And it's all like machined out.
Oh yeah,
and
isn't it
whatever
like
else, so it's-
$600 or something?
No, it's not that much, but it's just like the way that they market it. It's like, oh yeah, this crazy, like, you know, sensor and like laser and all this stuff, and it's like, man, like I tried that, like I bought that mouse with the G Pro, and what else? I got a G Pro, I got the Glorious O, and I got a Steel Series 1. The Razors are garbage, just for liability, but
Oh, I've
like
gone through so many Razer mice. It's insane.
yeah, like I tried them all out, and like I'm telling you right now, man, they're pretty much almost all identical, other than weight. You know, the Glorious O is a pretty light mouse, but so is the Super Light G Pro. You know, I think the one trade-off that the G Pro had at the time, if you go with the Super Light, was their scroll wheel was a little buggy, which, you know, that's an instant turn-off. Like, you know, for any gamer, bro. If you have a buggy scroll wheel, get it the hell out of here, man. Go with something different. But Logitech has never let me down.
I've had a couple of failed Logitech. They're in my drawer right now.
I'm gonna say this. Logitech has let me down one time out of all the stuff that I've owned, and I've owned a lot of Logitech mouse and keyboards. The Superlight, the red Superlight that I did buy, it did get hit with the glitchy wheel. But you know, I went in there buying it, saying, okay, like I'm reading all these glitchy wheel things and whatever else, but I'm gonna buy it because I've never had a problem with Logitech. It did do it to me, so I was like, all right, screw that. I did go back to the regular G Pro wireless. I didn't buy another Superlight. I just bought a regular G Pro wireless, which these mice are my favorite mice just for the shape of them. The only reason I bought this mouse over the Glorious O was mainly because I like the shape of it. The Glorious O feels weird. It's all like cut out and everything like that. So, but just the way that they market the mice, man, to make it seem like they're just these crazy things. You're gonna, you know, have crazy performance. If you want crazy performance with a mouse, get a glass mouse pad. Period. Any mouse that you put on that thing, including the old ball ones that we grew up with in school, are gonna be good, bro.
I'm curious to try one out.
Glass mouse pad.
Yeah.
That is going to be the biggest performance gain you get for a mouse, not the mouse itself. Like, it is what it is. You know, people will debate. People are, you know, it's obviously all subjective in that manner. But
of course, yep.
if I can help somebody save money instead of just buying into the branding and the marketing of everything nowadays, like I do my best to try and do that. But specifically with monitors. And hey, I'm not cheap when it comes to monitors. You know what I paid for my monitors, and I'm openly admitting that yeah, I bought my monitors because of the branding behind them. You know, the branding, everything in my office is ROG because I like the black and red. I love the design work, the artwork on it. So yeah, the trade-off there is like I'm just gonna spend the premium that you're gonna pay for this stuff just because I want it to all match. So that's why I ended up paying, you know, the crazy amount of money that I paid for my monitors. But it wasn't because, oh man, it's, you know, a 0.001 millisecond response time with, you know, 480 hertz. It had nothing to do with any of that, bro. Like I run 240 frame max. That means that I can only go up to 240 hertz. And even then, like, you get, I told Week, this was a while back, I said when you go to upgrade your monitors, because he was just going from some 1080p 120s.
Yep.
I was like, you're better off to just upgrade to resolution. So, you know, because he had a certain budget and whatever else, and I was telling him, I was like, just go resolution. Forget about all that other crap. Just go resolution, because anything that you get that's going to be a 2K monitor or like a 1440p monitor is going to already be 144 hertz, and you're already upgrading in that aspect. You can go to 240 if you want, but it's going to be out of the budget in terms of like, you know, not that we can't afford it. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm surprised he was even budgeting himself on that being a pro. And like I was like, you're a pro, bro. Like literally, just go and get the top stuff. It's, you know, just because, you know, just because. But you know, he's also like us. He's frugal. He will not just spend money because, oh, it says that cool statistic on it or whatever. He will not do that. So he went with what made sense for him and what he wanted.
Well, yeah, I guess I'm curious to know what you do with your speakers. Yeah, I hope you don't regret it, but
Yeah, I mean, that's why I do all the research I do, Derek, so that I hopefully don't regret it, you know.
we do buy products alike in that regard. It's kind of funny. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've been searching speakers for a solid month now, you know. It'll probably be another solid month before I actually make the purchase, just because I'm so like cautious and like to know everything about the product that I'm buying.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see how those S3000, the S3000 sound amazing though from all the sound tests.
And can you get them black, or is it only in that sort of like brown?
I would want that walnut color. That walnut color is gorgeous. That's exactly what I would want.
So I got the 4090 in,
Yeah, I've seen
and
that.
I don't really notice much of a difference. Like the 3090 is already a beast of a card, but you know, maybe I don't want to reformat my computer again, but I swear there's something. It's not AMD. Fuck, I almost pulled that. It's like I can't. Shit, where did this mage go? Oh, never mind. Like with in WoW, like this with this old shit game, I can't, like I'm in the middle of Orgrimmar and there's like, you know, 300-400 people around. I mean, give or take, you know how busy Orgrimmar. And I still can't get like 144 frames. Now I don't know if that's just like, is that actually, I mean, I'll get like 120, like I'll get lots. I'm just not maxing out the card. Like, you know, I have frame cap at 144. What's that?
It's at 144?
No, so yeah, I do frame cap at 144 because
144, yeah, okay.
But
what about your hertz range? Like what's your monitor set in for
144.
Okay.
And I can tell that I'm getting like 144, like it's smooth and buttery. Like I can tell the difference between like, you know, 60 and 100 and 144 and stuff, but
yeah.
It's just like the card can't, like a 4090, this thing is even bigger than the 3090, and it can't get 144 frames per second in the middle of Orgrimmar. I don't know, like, is there something fucked with my computer? I don't know. And like there is zero, like Tarkov is known for being a not very optimized game. Like this is a fact. And it's like there is zero difference in Tarkov with my 4090. Like I ran benchmark tests, like, you know, like Cinebench has a free, you know, like stress test for your graphics card, and it pumps. Like the numbers are good. Like it's performing well. It's just there's something with my computer that's, unless of course I'm expecting like way too much from graphics cards. I don't know, but
well, it's like I said, man, like a lot of the GPU stuff, a lot of games are CPU based. They're not GPU based nowadays. GPU, it helps in some aspects, but a lot of the crunching, the number crunching and all that other crap, it goes through the CPU. A lot of the rendering and stuff like that, it's CPU based now.
And
it's very, very strange.
yeah, and I could show you my task manager, and it's like my processor is not even, or my GPU and CPU aren't even close to maxed out.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just mentioning that.
Yeah.
It's like so many people buy graphics cards and throw them in their PCs. I used to be one of them until Brad like schooled me on all this stuff. But they throw GPUs in their systems, and then it's like they're not getting the performance that they expected out of it, and it's because, you know, there's a lot of things that there's a lot of stuff that I don't understand. So it's like I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna be able to explain it the way that Brad explains it, but I'll just say this, like your CPU could be bottlenecking your GPU could be bottlenecking your CPU, and it's just a whole whack load of crap between those two, and the way that the game engines and everything like run and like it's just a bunch of that, and that's why it's like, you know, Brad told me, he's like, you don't ever upgrade your GPU until it's absolutely time to upgrade your GPU, meaning your, you know, games have basically gotten so advanced, which it won't happen, he says, for decade.
Mm-hmm.
With the way the gaming industry's going, he's like, I wouldn't be surprised if it takes 10 years for them to like outdate a 39, like I have a 3090.
Yeah.
He's like, it'll take them at least 10 years to outdate a 3090. He's like, everybody that buys like a top end card, like a 3080, a 3090, a 4080, a 4090, you should be running that card for 10, 15 years.
Well, granted, I got this card for free, so like I'm not complaining. You know, it's like it's
No. I know that.
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, you know, that's how he was. Obviously, he went through technical jargon with me, but at the end, that was his
His
thing that he was
his
trying to pound through
prognosis.
my head.
Yeah.
He's just trying to pound it through my head. He's like, you're not going to get the games that you want by upgrading your video card every time a new series comes out. He's like, a lot of that stuff doesn't even apply to video games. He's like, it applies to different things. Like, if you're in the movie business and you're rendering and doing all this CGI stuff, he's like, you know, and like, again, it's just how they'll market the card, right? They
Mm-hmm.
market the card with all these cool features, but what do those features really necessarily do for you in the gaming world? Fuck all. Nothing. Ray tracing, what did that really do? Like it does something, but how many people actually use it, especially pros? No, none.
None. No, not a
None
single
of them
pro is
use
going to
it.
use AI frame gen. No.
No, not nobody's using any of that crap. It's, you know, I shouldn't call it crap, like it's cool to have, but if you're not in the business that utilizes those features and all these, you know, knickknacks that come with these cards, then you're just buying a card to say, yeah, I have one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not buying the card for gains. You're not going to get massive gains going from a 3090 to a 4090. Now, the number on Google will probably say something like, "Oh yeah, it's like 50% more performance."
Yeah,
This and
yeah.
that. And
But
it's
that
like
doesn't equate to FPS though. You're not going to get 40% more
yeah, man.
FPS.
It's
Yeah.
like that. That has not the performance of the card when they pitch a number out there. That number could very well probably be BS. But when they pitch that number out there, they're talking about a whole different kind of thing, man. Like for the performance of that card, like how it renders 3D and all that kind of stuff. But the games don't work that way. You know, it just doesn't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm not even going to try to get into it because I can't explain it like the way that, you know, Brad can explain it, because he understands all that stuff and he went to school for all that, and you know, he knows a lot about it. But, and like I said, he literally makes a living like blowing this stuff up, but he also does like a lot of, you know, uh software related things that, you know, those cards will really push those cards to their limits and stuff. He just does other things, and then all the overclocking and whatever. Like I was telling you, I think I was telling you, like he does liquid nitrogen overclocking, man, with CPU chips and stuff, and just burns them right out. Like runs them to crazy frequency levels and like just burns them out, you know, like just to see what they can handle. And he does all that out of pocket too. Like he doesn't his company doesn't give him money. You know, he doesn't have anybody he just does it because he loves to do it. That's what he does, man, for like fun. It's weird. I always told him, I was like, that is the weirdest fucking thing, man, for fun. But that's what he likes to do. He likes to push componentry. He likes to see what it's really, you know, what really makes it tick, and how far you can go with it. So yeah, he just has a better way of like explaining this kind of stuff. He understands, you know, engines and how like what our video games run off of. They call them engines or whatever. It's
Yeah.
basically like you know what I mean? Like he understands like how those work and what those engines demand from componentry on PCs and stuff. This is stuff that he went to school for. Like I said, he used to work for Blizzard back when Blizzard was Blizzard. But yeah, he put me on game, man, with all that stuff because I used to waste a lot of money, man, on GPUs and not see the gains that I'd hoped for or whatever, you know?
Kite the boss? Kite where? Like, jump and run and jump off that ledge? What? Sure, let's try. So when you pull, I go dot the boss. I don't know. They're trying to do some crazy mage tech here in this SM farming. I don't know. Okay.
It's a mage cleave group.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Why the fuck do I have to do this to the boss? This is bullshit.
Basically, you bub yourself, reapply VOD, jumps.
Whoops.
Circle kited.
Totally did not mean to do that. I don't get why they can't do this. Use my list. When okay, I'll try to aggro the boss from ya. Where's the fucking boss?
Just killing the mages.
He just resists.
There, he's on you. Now just run him.
I think I'm not sure if we're are we running out here? Yeah, we're running out. He resisted my shit.
I was smoking that Khalifa Kush last night, man.
Yeah.
After I got off Apex with the guys there, and I literally fucking just like I turn on Game of Thrones. I'm almost done, and I literally like probably like 15 minutes in, I pass out. It must have been like 15 minutes in, because I passed out, and then like I wake up, like I come to, because there's like a big scene and there's like a lot of noise going on, and my laptop is like literally right there, so I can just hear everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what? And it's like the end of like basically the end of Game of Thrones, and I just have no recollection whatsoever of like how I even got to my bed. I was like, oh, wait a minute, man. I was like, wasn't I playing Apex, man? What the hell's going on here, bro? And then like it finally clicked with me. I was like, oh man, that's right, man. I'm so burnt, man. Like I think I need to chill out, man.
Stuff is pretty powerful, I'll be honest.
Yeah, like I think I need to chill out and stop smoking like full joints um before I go to bed. Cause that stuff is yeah, I don't know. Waking up and not knowing how the hell you get to your own bed. Like I legitimately was like, how did I get to the bed? Why is Game of Thrones playing? And then it like clicked. Oh man.
Okay, we're trying this again. Ready.
Target like Derek, target the boss like immediately and kind of like as soon as he casts his blizzard, run in there and mind blast the boss, okay? That's what you're gonna do. And then dot him.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I got the boss targeted.
Yeah.
The mages has all the aggro.
Okay, run in, run in.
Yeah.
Mind blast the boss when you
I'm trying.
He's coming. Okay, now just run him.
No, I'm fucking dazed now. How does he chase me down? He can't be feared. Okay. I gotta use that. Literally kited for fucking dazed.
All good, it's all good.
Now I'm dead. Literally, fuck. I'm. Oh my god.
And you just run him around that.
Yeah, there we go.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think those mages, they didn't do too good of a job explaining, or well, maybe they did. I was just reading like the bubbles as they came up, but I can't see the full group chat.
Well, where I was confused is that they were saying to jump off the ledge, and it's like they could be a little bit more specific.
Well, didn't they take you and like actually show you?
Yeah, after they did, but then, I'm fucking stuck. I'm also like, I play this character 1 day a week, so I'm just, and I also coming out of like grinding like 50 plus hours of AV in the past 2 weeks. Actually, probably at least 50.
I did this a couple times on my priest for some mages when I was on Fairlina or whatever. So they kind of taught me like the strat of it all.
Where is this guy?
Right there.
Could potentially take that. Now time to rekite. Okay, there's a phase 2 to this.
Yeah, because doesn't she come out and like res him and then...
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go over there, mind blast him again.
Whoops, totally ran the wrong way because there's just
All good. You're doing good. Where is he?
it's down the stairs. Oh, I already have that. I won't take it again. I'm like too short to jump up here. Oh, yeah, I should
It's all good. Your mages will just stand up at the top there and shoot him as he runs around. It was like playing tower defense, the mages that I was running with, because they would just stand on the ledges like these guys are, and then you would just run them in a circle, and each mage would just blast off on them when it was their turn.
Oh, he's dead now. Sweet deal.
Yeah, not bad. Good XP.
Yeah, this is all rested too. That's like 3/4 of a bar. See, this could have been us. This could have been me, you, and G. You know, could have been alliance.
It definitely could have, but everybody kept telling me, I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that. I'm not playing this. I'm not playing that. That was all you and G, bro, back and forth.
Oh no, that was all G. I was the
And then
first
what
person to
happens-
say
what
let's play
happens?
alliance.
Both of you. Oh no, I don't mean alliance. I meant for like. I thought you were talking about like the mage cleaving and shit.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not playing this. I'm not playing that. And then instead, you guys just rolled 2 rogues. Fucking bums, both of you. It's all good, Derek. I'm a fan of your shit, man.
I appreciate that. You're a good supporter. I made you a mod in Twitch.
The Discord.
Well, you're already a mod in Discord, but you're a mod in the Twitch channel now too. Did I reset? I've never been a mod in someone's
Green
Twitch
sword
channel
thing, yeah.
before, so you might probably know what.
I'm not a mod in anybody's Twitch channel. I'm
Oh.
a mod in Discords. Yeah, for Week. Week would give me mod for Twitch if I wanted to, if I wanted it, but I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want to police his community. You know. My thing with Week, man, was like helping him I want to make sure I say the right thing here. I just wanted him to actually like believe in himself like a little better, if that even like makes sense. I wanted him to believe that he had has what it takes to go pro, and then because like he was such a good player, like so good, and then he ended up competing in Apex, and you know he did champs, he did ALGS qualifiers, all that stuff. But the thing with Apex was that he came too late in Apex to like really like
Establish himself in the pro scene.
Yeah, like get in with like the pro teams and all this other stuff. He just came late, and so then when Off the Grid came out, it was more or less like, you know, just being there and playing with him, and then like, you know, letting him know like you need to be playing with the best players because he is now the best player in Off the Grid. He's the best.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's number one hands down. It was Public Sorrow, but he's been rinsing Public Sorrow, man. These last little, well, basically the last like probably I want to say few weeks, he's found ways to you know, just rinse him. And you know, it's a back and forth. It's a back and forth. The one thing that I give Public over Weak is that he is M and K. Weak is controller, so he's got the aim assist and all this other stuff. But Weak is a really good player, and his game IQ when he takes a game serious, his game sense, his game knowledge, his general game IQ, everything goes right to the roof, man. He has such a high ceiling for FPS. It's insane. He's going to they're flying him out to Vegas, and he's doing the off the grid land, the first off the grid land. He's going to be a part of that, and like I said, the first the 600K tournament, like they won. They won that shit. The Merc clan won that. So yeah, man, I'm really happy for him, bro. Like he's built up a great community, you know, and no help of my own. That's all him. I
Yeah.
wasn't a mod of his channel. I wasn't, you know, really talking or engaging too much with his followers. I'm very careful with that, man, because you say one wrong thing and it can create a problem on here because you don't know. There's such a diverse amount of individuals, but there's a lot of individuals who like take things to the extreme. That's just the internet in general, but you know what I
That's right.
mean.
Yeah.
Like people just take things to the extreme. So I'm very careful with how I like actually like um interact with his community. As far as I'm concerned, it's not my place to interact with his community, and I don't ever want it to be my place. So I would never want to be a mod in his Twitch at all. He just because it's a gamer community, so it's a little different than it's not the type of community that I want to be like involved in, man. Because I can be pretty bold and pretty blunt, and the world doesn't like bold and blunt. They don't like when you get straight to the point. Turn that up. Do we have a third Pika? Thick bunny girl. Who is that? Probably get us a third. I'm gonna hop over into my buddy's Discord though. We're getting ready to gear up for a little bit of Apex.
No, that sounds good. Thanks for hanging out. Maybe
Alright.
we'll link up later tonight or tomorrow or something.
Yeah, for sure. Possibly later tonight. So yeah, I'll hit you up.
Sounds good,
You will
man. All
be
right.
up.
Yeah, I'll be on. I'll be here. I'll probably be in this exact spot for at least the next 5 to 6 hours. So.
Okay, sounds good, man.
Okay. See ya.
Chat soon. Bye.
Ooh. So we pull and jump down and IB same spot, or we pull to door. Just wait a sec. There's another Pat. To be fair, if it's done right, it's 0 damage in the last pull off the IB. We ready, guys? You guys have to start blizzarding. These guys can blink. I didn't heal while you guys were in IB, but then you died. Oh, okay. We're gonna make this. I think we are. I should have worked towards for you when I saw you were slowed. Yeah. Just panic running to the door. If only one of us died, we probably could have cleared it. Yeah. Bow, bow, bow now. Son changing a diaper. I just want some... This is a little bit... What is this? Nope, what's this? You want to try to pull the left pound? Maybe the left side he's talking about. One, two, three, like 5 bars to 40. Rip. So we could either find another one and reset or just continue. I'm good with the group. Let's just try to get 5 bars. That'd be great. Man, I am too short for this. My character gets stuck. I have to dispel that slow. It's so terrible. Nice. Got that spirit. That's what it's called, spirit tap. Yeah. Wonder why he's kneading on those gloves. Seems kind of weird. Cloth agility gloves needed by a mage. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Holy, these slows. Right off the rip. Oh, man. I'm so tapped, guys. Can I get a... Please, please, please. There we go. Got that 10-minute cooldown for a reason. I don't know how I got so much aggro with this one mob. That's insane. Yeah. I'm not sure. We might need some more deeps. What do you guys think? Is this whole group disbanding when we're done this? I'm not sure. Like, I'm good to, I really want to get 40. That's kind of my goal. Well, and I want to make some friends and share some memories and have a good time. Have the time to Nova perfect and get CD rotation going. That was smooth. WSP SM1. Spear tap, spear tap. $2.5 bars, and I can buy my silly mount. Spirit and stamina, intellect or spirit. Who is Buzz? Okay, I gotta stay him in. And as soon as I cast Blizzard, start attacking boss. As soon as this buddy guy here, as soon as he attacks Blizzard, cast boss. Okay. I have 114 gold right now. And I have some gold from my Horde account that I can trade over. Who am I shielding? This guy? He's jumping up and down, so probably. Soon as blue dot cast Blizzard. Instantly stunned. Instantly stunned. Yep. Oh, dazed again. Oh, this is looking green. Oh boy. Oh, luckiest thing in the world. I am too short to be here. Oh, Buzzboy. I'm too short. I guess if they need a heal, they gotta run towards the fountain. Here, I'll toss a renew on you guys. Oh, they pulled aggro. They shoot. Is he dead? All right. Okay, now I gotta remember to res or get aggro again. Right? Or something like that. Got little boy, we got Buzz boy. They said the boss is bugged out. Bring her outside, actually. Keep her inside. Where's the kitchen? Hmm? Hmm? She's going to res the other boss. I don't know why I have all the aggro. Like, I'm not the one dealing the damage here. Get ready, priest. So I'm going to get some distance on this guy. He should be following me. Oh yeah, now I'm screwed. I have that already, right? Hup. Up. Up. Easy. I'm too short. There we go. I think I have everything from this place. Sweet deal. Level 40. I'm down to keep going. I can do more. Then headed to Mara. Well, that was fast. Okay. Easy. Be right back. I am back. Okay, hopefully this works. Easy. I think, yeah, you know, because so mages are probably the only class that can do this because warlocks don't have the same kind of like CC, right? Paladins, can you get like 4 consecrates out? Does that actually deal a lot of damage? Double pull. Who wants it? Just tell me who to shield. Intellect, spirit, stamina, intellect. Oof. 33. 30. Actually, I'm going to need those. Didn't I win him? Oh no, someone else did. Okay. Who said me? Me, Nekorai? East side? I won't heal until I see blizzards. You guys have to get this, because or else I'll pull aggro and then the whole group will wipe. Whoever Nova, I hate you. Well, it's not me. I mean, I hope we can recover from this. Man, my Dispel just uses so much mana. We're peacing out. Okay. I'm Yeah, we have to. My shit's all broken. I gotta go to Stormwind. Yikes. Are you getting a summon back? Yeah, prove power word. Fit man trainer about casting. Reduces the threat generation. Ah, there we go. Give me 2 minutes. KK. Ugh. I don't know if I need any vodkas tonight. Should we? Oh my... He walking away? You want me to kick him? Sure, I guess. Didn't see him doing anything wrong. Want in on a spell cleave group? Said you were leaving. I don't know, man. He said he was leaving. He He's just repairing, he said. Should I invite him back? Sure, I don't care. Well, you said to, I mean, you say you don't care, but you told me to kick him. I mean, huh? Huh? What? I'm staying. Yeah, he just said you were leaving. So he's just selling. I don't need to sell. Okay, I'm getting attacked by something, so I'm just gonna wait inside.